Hey guys, hey family, I'm in the greenhouse. It's before the ice storm that's coming. Today is Friday, January, I can't think, 20, I'm not even going to say the date. I can't remember because I'm retired. I don't worry about dates too much. But, so everything's looking good. All of the collards and cabbages, everyone's looking good because it's 50-something degrees now. But after the ice storm, after, if everything survives, and like if we get ice that could collapse this greenhouse, we're going to do the best we can to prevent that. But after that, we're going to go down to like 10 degrees, 11 degrees, and I'm in Georgia, and that's just, that's going to be a lot. So I'm going to, because today is the day I'm going to do everything, and then I'm not coming back out here and probably until next week. Probably next Friday or Saturday, if weather permits. So I'm going to just cover them lightly. They have protection in this greenhouse, but then it's still outside, and it's going to get cold. So I'm going to like put a little, put some of these covers over them, and that's the best I can do. And I've watered them. They, had plant food, so that's the best I can do. Then they have their own defense mechanisms, but I'm going to help things along, okay? Okay, what I'm doing is I'm taking these trellises from Dollar Tree that, I just get a few every year. They're good for trellising, some things, but I basically use them, as risers to cover up, put my covers over. So these are some young plants over here. So I use them. See where I placed it right here? Just to have a little elevation so that the cover won't lay directly on the plants. It's okay if they touch. If this frost cover, it's okay if it touches the plants, but plastic, you wouldn't want to put a plastic cover over these, and it's going to be icy, extremely cold, because it might stick. So I'm just going to cover them up, give them a little more heat, since it's 50 degrees in here now. I can trap in a little heat for them. I'm going to do the same thing over here. You see, I put one of these racks over here. And see how far this goes. I'm going to switch, because this green cover is way longer. these collards and cabbages and celery, it has held up well to the fluctuations in temperature because they were well established, they were strong, and I just, did my part. I help out and then they do their part too. Tuck everything in. Okay, so I covered this side over here, and I have the little trellises, to give it some form. Like if you can't get around to, getting, like people when they have their raised beds and then they cover them, they have those little bendable, those stakes. I can't think of the name, but these are things you can do with those things from Dollar Tree. I got these when they were $1. Now they're like $1.50. But this is the time of year, January, February, Dollar Tree has their, garden supplies out. So, you can use things like this to cover your plants. We're backyard gardeners. We're not, industrial or market farmers. We can get away with some of those more economical solutions. That's what I have. You see how it's bunched up over there? How it's raised over there? That's what I use these trellises for. Okay, everything's covered here in the greenhouse. And that's all I'm going to do. So I've watered and pruned, and I did all I can do. I chose, all we can do is what we can do. We choose cold hardy crops. We grow the right crops, right plants for the season, for the temperature. I did that, and we made them strong and healthy. We did that. I put them in an environment where they can get a steady, more regulated temperature. I don't put a heater in here. We're in Georgia. We have mild weather most of the time. So if the weather gets extreme, I cover them. And then their instincts, plants are very intelligent. And their instincts and their DNA or whatever kicks in, and they protect themselves. They were a little wimpy 2 days ago because it got really cold. Then they bounced back up. They were like perfect today. You guys saw them. So that's all we're going to do in here. And then we have our plants in here. Still got some young collards here. See, that one's pretty. The celery is going down. I don't think I watered them enough, but they're okay. They'll bounce back, but they're protected. This is a cheap greenhouse. Well, when I zipped it up, it split, so a lot of air got in here, so my oregano just was too exposed. They can take a lot, but it was too exposed. But everything else is in there. It's doing well. It's protected. Got that greenhouse plastic. Cold frame. Cabbages in here. So they're good. Got another 6 over here. They're good. So the cold frames are good. And then I have a bucket here, so we can get rainwater. When that ice or snow comes, it'll fall in here, and then I'll save some of that. When it melts, I'll water the plants. Garlic, that's hubby's growing that garlic over there. So everybody's good. That's all we can do. We planted these things. We nurtured this thing, so it's our job to take care of them. So that's all I'm going to do, gang.